Hey folks, this is Noble Rambler, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Banished. We're playing the Colonial Charter mod, version 1.6, the Forge Awakens, and this time I'm starting on the main screen for Banished because Colonial Charter puts this great music in the background. It's a little different from the what's traditionally with Banished. So I thought I'd spend a moment here and let you hear it. Otherwise, we're going to hit load, and this may take a while. I've got a lot of saves built up into this game. We'll see how long this takes. There we are. Ramblington, that's where we're going. So here's a reminder of our quest, that we are to ensure the survival of our country's citizens for their colonial ambitions. Though I don't think we arrived in these ships. Anyway, here's Ramblington. So, as we're getting started here, I wanted to flash something up on the screen. Here's T-Ship Stormbringer shot me a link with a chart that he found that's got basically all of the Colonial Charter stuff, all of the product, all of the animals, all of the everything that you see in Colonial Charter. And I thought that was a great chart. I'm glad that he sent that to me, so I'm going to include the link down below if you need to look that up and kind of see all that's there or what's not there. I've been hearing talk about milky cows, but if you look down to the bottom right, you'll see that there's Frisian cows, and there's also the beef cows up above, but that's it. So I'm thinking the Frisian cows are the milk cows of this particular version of the game. Let's see here. What else we got going on? Conan the Thin Bloke. I love that name. Reminded me that now that we've got the force, the hardwood force over here, that it'd be smart to get a wood joiner out in this area, joinery, so we can get some furniture going from the hardwood coming out of here. And also that the hardwood trees grow really slow. It takes quite a while for them to replace the existing trees. And it wouldn't be a bad idea just to go ahead and cut all the existing trees out. Where's the hard one? Here's the hardwood forest right here. So cut all the trees out of the circle and let them just start replanting immediately and just set them to plant for a while. It'll speed things up. And Green Eyes 212, let me know that the decorative animals do not move. Bummer. I was thinking it'd be kind of nice to put a little corral of I lost it, of horses in here, or maybe even put I don't know, family pets. Yeah, we could still do it though. We just pretend they're moving. We just pretend the game's paused. Anyway, here's our ducks are moving. Normally they're the ones that are kind of stuck out here and paused like this. Wow, look at them all. Interesting. Look at all the eggs. Okay, what is our plan for today? I really don't know. Oh, Resource Depot. So, had we moved? We have moved things into it. No, we asked for 500. We haven't moved things in yet. Look down the list here. That's still a 0. We have got a few logs coming in. A little bit of iron coming in. So I'm going to let this thing fill up and then release it and see what they do. What was that? Logs are low. Yeah, we're going to be low for a little bit till we get all this sorted out. Distribution barn, I'm still not sure what's going on with that. Apparently you put in an employee and it empties. But it's going to empty into the nearest place. Wouldn't they have just put it in the nearest place if it wasn't there? So I still don't quite understand the point of this one. Anybody has any ideas, let me know. I'm not sure why. What is the tool that this accomplishes? What is what does that do for you? This one kind of makes sense. Except I noticed that, I realized last time that, once we drop all the numbers to 0 and if this guy was positioned right here, you dump it all into here, these guys would be able to come and grab it as they needed. But as soon as I went to collect another 500 iron, it would just take it right back out of here again and put it into there. So, kind of doesn't accomplish the goal again. So I'm kind of thinking the smarter tactic would be like putting the joinery. It's called a joinery, right? Furniture, is that... Yeah, joiner. Okay. So if putting the joiner over here because this is where the wood is. Putting the brickworks over here or over here because that's where the clay is, and not try to create a way to move it all around the map. That's probably the smarter way to go, because I still don't think this is going to do what I was hoping to. It's a great idea. Draw it all over there and then they can grab from it, but this locks them out. It will not let them take the 500 sand. You have to purposely dump the sand back into another one. And then when it goes to collect 500 more sand, I'm sure it's going to take the 500 we just dumped out. So I don't think it's going to accomplish the job again. So what this really does is it saves, saves 500 sand for when you need it some other time, like you're trying to save up for a goal of having enough a product to sell at a trader or something. So maybe you'd have one of these guys sitting right next to the trader. I'm not sure. Anyway, we'll leave this one on. This one I'm just going to turn off. It's almost full anyway. And stockpile, this is here because it is this little stockpile. And we're waiting to see what happens when we dump this down, to see how they interact with each other. So that goes there. Okay. So, iron's low, logs are low. Iron is low because we are collecting it all into this guy. Right? Yeah. 100 of the 200 is there. Okay. I know one thing we do need to get going. I've got to pull my to-do list out too. Get working on that. But we've got to get these houses done over in this area. We've got to get this populated over here, which will supply to all of this industry. It'll help with the farmers, and it will help us pop a bridge across and maybe begin the process of moving into here, as well as a couple other houses up in this area too. So let's kind of figure out how we're going to do this. We decided that we're going to have a, this is kind of distracting me. Much better. Decided to have a double road heading this way. I see we missed a little spot there. I think I got my volume a bit loud because that is really blanc 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 blanc. Okay, little road there. Oh, that's right. We were looking at brick roads over here. How did we do? Okay, so it's more like a white stone versus a reddish stone. Okay, so are we saying that some of them are these and some are these? That must be it. Even though you're making them with clay, some of them look like they're made with concrete. Well, I would like to see the red ones in myself. But I'll tell you what, why don't you guys give me your thoughts. Let's get down here real close. I mean, the white ones do look pretty good. I don't know if they're going to be seen in the snow. We'll have to wait and see how the snow interacts with them. Have they drawn in a model of both of these with snow on top? Or does it stand out? Actually, the gravel looks pretty good too, but I'm assuming that the brick, does it say, provides much faster travel for citizens, the original stone roads. The moss brick and red brick do not actually say that. The assumption is that they do. So, Keystone Road. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's see what that looks like too. So, that'll be Keystone. And this will be the mossy. Let's run this one over here. Where does that go? Right there. Okay, so we'll tune back in here in a little bit. And hopefully before the episode's over, and you guys take a good look at it, and let's decide what stone we're actually going to use in our town. That'll be the main road material. At least the 2-lane roads all the way through, and possibly the rest of them. At least in the towns, and we'll go back to gravel in outside of the towns like this area. That doesn't have to be paved. But the rest of it could be. Okay, we've got a trader who has been honking at us for a while, who has quince seeds. I've not heard of quince seeds. I pull out my handy chart here, I realize that this print is way too small on the blue background. I need to find a way to print this out onto 2 sheets and tape them together, and I can put them up on my wall like a poster. Anyway, what's a quince seed? It feels to me like something you grind up, but I'm not sure. Walnut seeds? Sunflower seeds. I wanted to do those. Actually, I want to try to not get distracted anymore. I'm going to dismiss him. I'm just going to make sure that he's not someone... I already dismissed him. Okay. I'm going to try to limit the distractions. We have enough seeds and what have you to get by for now. Do we have a history on our carrots yet? We do. 838 and 856. So if the plantation causes plants to not only counted as food but not to be edible, then we should have 1694 carrots somewhere. So here's hopefully the results of our great test. Carrots, 1600. So we're shy 95. Is that right? So they have started eating some. Let's let that run for a couple more months into the before the next harvest, if we think of it, and just verify that. In which case we'll know it doesn't have anything to do with being used as food, but just it has to do with an accounting system. That's my suspicion. It doesn't actually make something edible or inedible. But I needed to verify that because that made a difference on how we did things. Alright, more seeds. The planting should have nothing to do with silkworm eggs. That should just be a I lost the word, a fabric sort of thing. Again, lots of seeds, yet we're going to say no to these right now. I want to get housing going. I want to get across the river. I want to get a couple of houses in here. I want to get a big city center going on and begin the process of moving over there. As I say that, I'm going to go ahead and do what was suggested here and take out all of the trees in this area, which will give us the boost that we need for all of the logs to build all the houses that I want to build. So, what am I looking for? This one right there. Let's just take out a square, roughly the size of that one. And roughly, what is our up arrow? Materials. Oh. These logs, well, not these logs, but what they're going to make are materials, which means I'm guessing that they wouldn't even be planting right now. Is that just a harvesting thing, or does it shut down all labor completely, one side or the other? I don't know. But I'm just going to do that. Yeah, we're just going to do that. So that is done. We're going to say, bring in all the materials you like, guys. We get too much, we'll sell them. But grab me another one of these guys. Nope, we've got to move you to there. Now I can see. So we are something like that. Okay, so all these trees are going to come in. It is just going to overwhelm everything. Do we get finished out here? We seem to have. Got our log cabin. We've got our forester. We've got our stockpile. And there. Cabin is being built. It just got built. 32 and 27. Yeah, we're a bit late on our... that's the one we queued up first. That's weird. I put a priority on that one so that they could come here to get warm while they're building the rest, and that's the last one that gets built. Yeah, I ignored my priorities. Okay, so we're happy there. Logs are low, but that's going to change, and everything else seems to be content, though we are, again, low on iron. Let's queue up some more ore. It's got to come out of this area anyway. We've got plenty of laborers for the moment. It's not going to last, but we've got plenty for the moment. So let's And if there's any more stone in these areas, we'll go ahead and queue that up too. Though I think we're pretty well set on the stone. But let's grab all of the iron out of the area. Go ahead and take it out of here, including a little more stone. We'll save this for an emergency. And this area's got a lot of stone still. So that's 3. 4th area is over here. And I think we're pretty well cleaned out there. I don't want to get up in this corner yet. Although they do have access to it. Is all the iron out of here? Still a little bit up there. And we'll leave that. Okay. So we got lots of iron ore coming in. Got our little smelter making iron. And we've got a forge making iron. So we've got the capacity to make lots of iron. So 48 here is really artificial. We're just moving it into here, which is this guy, iron. And we've already hit our cap. How are we doing here? Iron ore, we've brought 3 out of 200. That's an odd, strange number. Is it because we're completely out? I thought we had lots. But, you know, things do change. Iron ore, we're out. Okay. Map. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. It'll be coming out of there. This is not a permanent thing. It's just a temporary test. So, no traders waiting for us. Let's play with this area here. Plenty of builders. We've got our double road here. Let's continue that double road up and kind of figure out where we're going to get access to this other area. How does this lay out? Let's go here at least. Mostly from here is where I'm confused. This looks like the best place to do it, but we kind of built our way into a corner here. If we were to rotate that one, we could, now we'd still dead end over here. We could kick over the other side right there. So we could do that there and this here. And just leave the well in there. Hate to move buildings around too much, but I think that's what needs to be done. We got plenty of cloth at the moment. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's get a little annoying here and say he just keeps moving these buildings around. That's fine. So we're going to rotate him so we can get our road coming through so that, what's it going to do here? Main road comes in this way. I think from this point we're going to, yeah, I'm not going to move another one. We're going to kick over and merge into this guy from here. Okay, so that is going to be our path. Like so. Alright, so there's the main road that way. What's going to be the main road this way? We have lots of builders with nothing to do. So they'll get to that here real soon. What do we got here? Trade. We've got a bakery supplier. Yep, let's throw some fun into our economy here. So if I were to go 100, click away and 0, there's my 1,000. Fruitcake? Sure. Barley, oats, flour, bread. Let's do bread. Alright, so let's pull 1,000 out of these guys. Alright, what else do we want? We have plenty of roots. So we're going to get them some bread, some cookies, some fruitcake, all the things that they wish they had but don't. Hardtack. Let's do 1,000 of that. Alright, there's an interesting swap out. Trade them our goods for their goods, even trade, and dismiss. Okay. Back to where I was. Just noticing the double road in here. That was because the way the building kicked in. I'm going to erase that just because it doesn't feel like it should be there. I'm going to do that. Can't see that. And that. Okay. Single road in there. What was that one? Another trader. Sheep, deer, and chickens. Okay, we've recovered there. So dismiss and thank you. Alright, so our double roads are going in. Feels like it needs something like that to jog that corner. Okay, so we're going from there. We are cutting up this way, coming across here, and grabbing that way. Alright, so there's our main pathway through the town. Need another one that heads this direction. Now once I get all these figured out, then I feel a lot more comfortable in being able to figure out where the houses are going to start going. So that's our main path over here. Could be housing over here, more industry over here. Don't want to get housing too close to this area though. So let's... This is probably where we're going to road our way over the river. So let's double at least to there, then we'll figure out which one goes over. And we'll just get these guys in for the moment. Those not forgotten about. So let's see. Let's get housing over in this area. That'll be where we'll start the housing. Well, the goal though was to get it close to the stone. Okay, well we'll get it right in here then. So we've got access now to at least all of the building supplies and homewares. We don't have access to the luxury homewares yet, if that's what it was called. The higher end stuff, housing. So we can't get into the colonial houses yet, right? Yeah, that's the fancy stuff. Well, I take that back. Colonial homestead is, but not the colonial townhouse. Now the colonial house is. The townhouse, I think, is like the wing onto it. Family of 5. Okay, house left. House. House right. Okay, so the center needs it, and the wings don't. Okay. And this is the colonial corner house. Okay. And that is the tunnel house. Alright. So if we were to drop down, and that was the notch. Okay. So the boarding house. So the large residence requires the luxury ones. I guess we need to get those going. Country house. Let's go with that. We are losing a lot of people lately. I've been just noticing all these yellows going by over the last 4 or 5 minutes. What did I click on here? We want to get into this guy. So the large residence. Nope, that's the fancy stuff. So we are at the country house level. Alright, so let's rotate this guy in. I'm going to back it off in case you want to double that road. And that road is double. I'm going to back off one more, so it's a little bit of a front yard. And the other one was white, so is this one. If I hit the F, we get a different color. And one space. And that's going to be tight, because we're going to hit... Yeah, I'll tell you what, we don't have to have a road going back this way. We have one over there. So this one doesn't have to follow the same suit. So I guess we have the 2 choices only? I see we have different roof colors. Okay, so we have white, one roof, white with another. No idea which one I used in the first one. So that guy's there. Got a couple of spaces. Drop this guy in. And we'll go ahead and use the same model. Well, let's see. Let's put a... The town abode only does 4, but we haven't tried upgrading one of these yet. What's town abode? Behind. So we hit him right there. A couple of spaces. And let's do one more space right there. Okay, so that puts a road right in front of them. Let me put that in real quick. There you are. Space, and we'll road at that point. We'll send this road down into here. Don't know how far. Something like that. Let's go back in with a country house. Another trader. Country house. And let's go with a light brown roof. Something like that. So this one is there. Couple of spaces there. And it already switched to a dark roof. So we'll do that. But where is this one? Oh, have I missed it completely? I did. I'm over here. Okay. So, where's my F? There it is. There. I think it's there. So we need to get rid of this one. And let's go take care of these traders real quick. What have you guys got? Cows, horses, llamas. Nope. I like to just say, let's just skip them all completely, but as soon as I do that, the guy with the silkworm eggs will come and go, and we will have missed it. Silverware, stone statues, tobacco leaves. Eventually we're going to get into the drying and the smoking and the salting and all of that. That's all coming, but I think that's over in the city. Again, more distractions. Here's the cocoons. More distractions keeping me from getting over there. If we can just get over there, then we can start building our final version of everything and just fill that whole side of the map, while this side is supplying us with enough to keep us going while we're doing that. That was the idea. This is more of a starter economy for the real thing over there. Orders. Do you... I saw silk cocoons. You do bring eggs. Alrighty. Terrence Sear? Is that his name? Terrence Sear, the dry goods trader. Okay, so he brings silkworm eggs as well. So we'll see if there's a chance he'll bring us some next time. I'm not missing him here. Nope, I'm not. Okay. So we'll do that. Oh. So we're not going to get anything from him, right? Right. Dismiss, and let's get back to where we were. So we've got 6 houses in there. How is our housing situation by chance? 85 families trying to squeeze into 54 homes. Yep. How's the school doing? School has dropped. We were closer to 30 at one point. What is this? Citizens without a job. Oh, the Weaver. That's right. I got rid of the Weaver. Let's go see how that came out. Weaver. Here. Okay. So let's finish the road. And drop another Weaver in this direction. Something like he doesn't fit. Okay. Yeah, there's no squeezing him in. So he's going to go across the road here. He will do something like that. And we'll do something else here. Maybe more silkworms. That footprint just might fit. So, what is with this? The tailor has hit 350. Okay. And what have we got here? He was making peacoats, which I assume is what we're using. I assume that they jump into the best quality one that's available to them. So, yeah, we'll leave that alone for now. So I want to keep an eye on what's happening here. Let's do a little thinning down in here. All of our trees have grown back in this area. Logs are looking pretty good right now. Do something like that. Okay, we'll kind of thin this area down for future progress. So we've got the 6 houses going here. And that's going to be more than enough to give us a boost over here. You know, let's go ahead and get this going again. Right here. We got 5 going in there. We got plenty of building projects for the builders. The laborers are certainly not being wasted. We queued up a lot of stuff over there in the forest. Soon, that's right, we finished a crop. So, full. Dry goods storage is not. Okay. Really do need a larger storage barn over here. Though eventually this guy is going to be drawing from here and cleaning that out. Anyway, previous season. I guess we haven't gone that far. I thought we had. 890. These numbers are different. That one's the same, but the other one changed. Anyway, we'll give it a couple of years. It'll be obvious if it's being stored or if it's being eaten. What was I saying? Okay, we've got plenty of laborers. There's plenty for them to do, is what I was saying. Here soon we're going to be, they're going to be clearing out the crops. In fact, I wonder if it's time to go ahead and turn these guys on. I think we're going to start seeing more and more laborers in our economy. Of course, until I actually tell them to, to all become stonecutters. But again, also as all the farmers get done. At least the farmers, not the ranchers or herdsmen. They become laborers. So what sits out in the wintertime, they'll also jump in and start to clean up. But anyway, housing here. I'm feeling like we need to get a burst of housing in. Not just the 6 and the 4, but at least another 6. Kind of behind the curve here. I'm just trying to figure out where to go. This is probably enough to satisfy what's happening here. I'm tempted to put the next 6 out here. Get some labor in place and ready for whatever's going to happen over here. Let's spend a little time and think about what's going to happen here. One thing that bothers me is the pathway. It is a long, windy path to try to get into this area from here. It's a shame. I wonder if that would be a reason to have a couple of these resource depots over here, have them once in a while turn them on and just draw all kinds of goods from this side over. That's an interesting idea. Let me turn this back on again. How are we doing here? Is it time to release all this and see what happens? Let me run through this real quick. So we got 500 clay in stock, 200 firewood in stock. Iron ore has not ever caught up, so that's going to be a problem. Iron is there though. Logs are there. Most of the sand is there. I think let's go ahead and release everything and just see what happens. So backspace all of these. I'm going to release it all back into the economy and kind of just watch and see where it goes. That is everything, right? Yeah. Alright, so with that, there goes one. He just ran through the tunnel. Am I correct? He's a candler. No, that's not him. Okay, so where are these guys? He is working. Inventory, logs. Did he really just drop off 3 logs? I assumed that these guys would have... where are we? Okay. I assumed that they would have wheelbarrows. Now he's got 22 onions. Okay, I'm confused. Where's the other one? What is he doing? He's got a wheelbarrow, and he's dumping off at the stockpile. He's got 50 logs, and he's going where? He's going to a building site. I lost him. Need to find him again and flag him. Is this trader or vendor? He's a trader. He dumped off here. I wonder how predictable or non-predictable it's going to be. Let's turn him on and add 1. I wonder if we're going to... I thought it said it'll send to the closest storage. Resource? Resource. Okay, you must have at least one. Let's see. Release into your town. Items stored in this building will only be released into your town when you decrease the number of items manually. The stored items are not freely available to people without your intervention. So they're not necessarily promising they're going to dump it into the next available storage. You're clear down here. Idling. Okay. You're working. Okay. Well, first of all, what have you got? You have another 50 logs. Let's follow. What are you up to? So you're bringing these logs over here. So that doesn't really help my experiment, I guess. Apparently that is considered closer to there than this is. I still don't know what to do here. Okay, you guys are all freaking out because of what? You need furniture. Okay. Smelter needs iron ore. So everybody's kind of missing something. You are missing nothing. So maybe we need more than 5 sand in order to operate. Okay, well, back to where I was. We'll figure out all those mysteries later. How are we going to get people over here? Where are they going to live? And what is the plan for here? I'll tell you what, I'm going to take a little pause here and think this over. We're going to call this episode done. Kind of felt kind of random, this episode. Didn't really have any major things to solve or to accomplish. Just kind of, randomly roamed around and did things. But next time, I think we're going to try to concentrate right in here and figure out what the plan is. I did kind of get this figured out somewhat. Got our first little neighborhood going. Let's get a couple more people. We'll get 5 in each of these. We'll take some builders off. Just like that. So this is kind of up and running again. Supplied with housing near here. And... oh wow, that's right, we've cleaned a lot of the forest out. I'm not used to seeing this scene here with all these trees empty and seeing grass around them. Everything was dropped off to the sides. That's interesting. Now, we are in late autumn. The laborers should be coming up to pick these up. Hopefully it works that way. Let's remember to check this next time, see how this clears out, see if we have enough laborers. Maybe we don't to accomplish this. But let's pause there. We'll call this episode done, and next time we'll continue with this randomness. I thank you much for watching. This has been Noble Rambler. Hit the like and subscribe if you would. I'd appreciate it, and we'll see you next time, folks. Bye-bye.